Right, good morning, welcome back. Now, as this project on the XJR draws to a close, I want to do one of the simplest jobs on the build so far. And as it's such a simple little task and something I've come across so often on older bikes, I want to use it as an example of the sort of thing that can expose a bike that isn't proper. Now, what I mean is bikes that are being sold with far higher mileage than they actually show on the dial. Because we know the dials can be changed, mileage can be faked and wound back. And yes, of course, there are the checks that you can carry out online, but not every country has that, and I want this advice to be universal. When you're looking at a bike in someone's driveway, potentially to buy, all you actually have, there and then, on the ground, is what's on the dial. But the true mileage of a bike isn't just in the dial, it's in the bike itself. In fact, it's written all over the bike, if you just care to look for it. Now, one of the glaring telltales of high mileage in a motorcycle is what I'm changing today. And that's these chewed up, worn out foot peg rubbers. The dial says 40,000 miles and they're chewed up and worn out. So that's correct. Equally, later on when I've replaced them, it will have new foot peg rubbers and 40,000 miles on the dial. So that's correct, because it's correct that they were worn out and I would have replaced them. All works out. But imagine that back to front. Imagine 10,000 miles on the clock and worn out, chewed up foot peg rubbers. I'm sure you agree that that would ring the alarm bells. So as this is a repair job today, let's just get these swapped out. It's a 2-minute job, and then I'll come back to this at the end, because there's loads more in a motorcycle hidden in its wear and tear that can help you spot a wrong 'un. Okay, good old Yam Bits to the rescue again with the foot peg rubbers. I bought these not just because I wanted to replace them, but partly because I couldn't believe the price. These were £8.33 for both. That's all they cost. Literally £8.33, 2 foot peg rubbers, and literally they just screw on. Job done. So let's fit them on the bike. It's that easy. Another little telltale, whether these have ever been changed in the past, is underneath these screws, if they've ever been touched. And they haven't. They're absolutely immaculate, which is nice. Thread lock. Now, as the original screws are in fine condition, then it's fine to use them again. Just need to clean them up because they've got thread lock all over them. We'll have to reapply it, and we can't put it over the old thread lock. Okay, easy little job. So what else like that can tell us the real story of a bike's life? Now, after a decade working in the bike trade, part of my job back then was buying motorcycles into stock, bikes that were to be later for sale, so I had to get it right. And I became quite well practiced at looking at a bike in general and judging its general wear and tear in relation to its recorded mileage. Now, after all the obvious online checks like HPI, check it hasn't been in an accident, stolen, recovered, or used to be a transit van or something like that, you then do the mileage check on the MOT history to make sure that verifies as well. But after all that, I still like to have a close-up look at the bike itself. And here are 3 things immediately that would expose the truth if a bike's mileage was suspect. One of the greatest telltales is tyres, because thankfully, tyres, they're all dated, date of manufacture, and that doesn't lie. And this one is 0823, and you read that by 08 is the week, so that can be up to 52, so that's the 8th week of 2023, so February 23. So the tyre's 2 years old, and the bike, if we imagine a scenario, is 10 years old. Imagine it's got 2,000 miles on the clock, you're being offered it for sale. 2,000 miles in 10 years? Yeah, that's possible. But why has it had a tyre 2 years ago? Why after 2,000 miles did it need a new rear tyre? It's a question to ask the seller, obviously. And a perfect example of a tyre date verifying a mileage is on the Sportster project. If you followed that build, when I bought that Sportster, it had 14,000 miles on the clock in 22 years. I immediately thought, is that right? But check the tyres. The front tyre on the bike was dated the same age as the bike. The tyre was 2003, exactly the same as the bike. So it had its original factory front tyre. 14,000 miles on a Harley? Yeah, that's about right. Check, verified. Now here's a subtle one that you might not realise. Take a look at this lever that's done 40,000 miles. Have a look. Look at the polished finish on the front of that clutch lever, all the way along. Now, silver brake and clutch levers have got an anodised coating on, and over the years and high mileage, that wears off by continually pulling the clutch in. So to prove that that anodising has worn off, and that's now bare aluminium, just get some polish and rub it, not too hard, and straight away, if it comes off black, that shows that that's bare aluminium. And also, if you've got black levers and the back of them there is worn silver and shiny, that also shows the bike has done a fair bit of mileage. So again, if it's showing 2,000 or 3,000 miles on the clock, why is that worn shiny? One more you can check is chain and sprockets. Now, in my experience, a chain and sprocket set on a Japanese bike should last something in the region of 10 to 25,000 miles, and then it's on its last leg. So if you're being offered a bike that's got 6,000 miles and it's for sale, but it's got a fresh chain and sprockets, then you have a question to ask. It shouldn't have worn out in that mileage. Did matey just want to put a gold one on, or did he want to freshen it up for sale? All legitimate questions to ask that will help you make sure that when you buy a bike, you don't buy a wrong one. Now, there are many videos on the internet about how to buy a used bike, and this isn't one of them. The point I wanted to make today was that worn out, chewed up rubber foot pegs and shiny brake and clutch levers, rusty chains and dry rotted tyres, they're all unmistakable signs of a high mileage bike. So just make sure that that dovetails with what's reading on the speedo. See you next time.